Okay, this is a Minecraft tutorial. I'm just gonna do how to survive, how to start a map, and how to survive for a little while, just to start. First you just click on single player, and I have several others, but I'm just gonna open up a new one. I'm gonna call this Tut World, for Tutorial World. And you can mess with the game mode options, like game mode hardcore, which means that you'll die. Like, if you die, it'll delete the map instantly. Creative is you can fly around and build things instantly. And survival is, which will be what we're playing. And it's search for resource, crafting, gain levels, health, yada 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 yada. It's the most basic. And new world options is if you have a seed or something and you want the generate structures on in the world type, there's only super flat and default. Super flat is just, there's nothing. No trees or anything, it's just villages and dungeons. So we're going with default, which means it can spawn anything. And we'll say done to that and create the new world. Now this bit might take a little bit because as we're talking right now, the world is being built, and when we get on, the world will still be being built. And as we walk, it'll keep continuously making it. It's almost infinite, as long as you have computer. Okay, it's going, and here we are. Now it looks like we spawned in a forest. There are several biomes, like there's a winter forest, there's mountains, plains, and I think ocean, coastal, desert. Oh, and jungle, just been added, jungle. And the first step, if you've ever seen a tutorial ever, you'll know is just punch this tree. And we've got an apple, something that's been added. When you knock things off, leaves off of trees, sometimes it'll randomly spawn an apple, or it might spawn a tree sapling drop. And now that we have 4 of the wood, we'll just turn it into wooden planks, which we'll use later to craft new items. And what we're looking for now is coal and somewhere to shelter for the night, so we can get started for real and get some torches. See if I can't get a look over this hill. And this is stone, there's dirt. You just left click to punch things, like so, right click to place things, but all I have is apples. I'm going to pick up some dirt so I can throw it down. And then bam, you placed it with right click. And you do that the same way to punch trees. I forgot to mention that. You just left click to punch the trees, right click to place things along them, and as you notice, dirt does not follow gravity. It won't fall, which is odd. But back to the quest of finding coal. Might be a little... Oh. Holes in the ground are generally good signs, but not if they contain water. They usually don't go anywhere if they contain water. They're usually just dead ends. So, just gonna have to hike around until we find some coal, or it gets closer to night, and then we have to go to plan B, which is destroy another tree. And we'll get around to that if I need to. Oh, this is a good sign. Oh. Okay, there we go. There's nothing. Though this is a good enough place to stop as anyways. as any. We'll just stop here and call this the base of operations to start with. Easy to seal off, already kind of built for us. Easy to defend. Oh, hold on. I should probably do something. Yeah. Set that to normal. And that's the escape key to bring up the menu, and you can just go to options and do whatever. It auto starts on normal, I think. And then you can mess with video settings. I don't mess with it. Though what you might want to mess with is the render distance, which makes it go well or not. Like, mine can usually run normal and graphics fancy and whatnot, but some computers won't run that, and you'll have to downgrade it to the point where your computer won't lag all the time. So we're going to destroy these trees with the left click. You just hold the left click. You don't, like, I know a lot of people just do that and they don't understand how they're not getting anywhere. Like, they just tap the left click over and over again. But you hold it. We're just gonna seal this up using the dirt we've collected. Make a single entrance. That way we can be all like, hey, and then when we see monsters, we can just go bloop. And monsters do come out at night. They range from zombies to skeletons to endermen, which are just tall creatures that if you look them in the eye, they'll chase you and teleport around. And then there's creepers who explode, and you'll see most of those monsters later in the series, maybe, or later in the episode, depending. I'm probably not going to make a series. I might. Depends how this goes over. To make a crafting table, you just put 4 there, and that's what you have in your inventory here. You just throw 4 planks down, and to make planks you use the wood, and it'll make planks, and you get a crafting table. And then to get sticks, you just do half of a crafting table, and it'll make 4 sticks for each 2 planks you put in. So that's 4. And then you can just make a bunch. So we have this, and we have the sticks, and then you can make a pick by doing that with 2 sticks on the bottom and 3 over the top. I'm going to pick formation like a T and pull it down, put it in your hotbar, which is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 keys, or you could use the scroll on your mouse, and we'll just left click the same as ever with the pick out, and we'll be able to collect the stone quicker than with our hands. In fact, you can't even collect cobblestone without your hands, and that's what's in my hand now. That's what we collected, cobblestone. And you can refine this down back into the normal looking stone later using a furnace, which we'll explain later, as soon as we collect enough cobblestone to make one. Actually, before I get too far, we'll use the remaining sticks we have and make a better pick. It's the same as making the wooden one, only use stone on the top instead of the stick, instead of the planks. You can just collect the stone like so. Okay, that's enough for our purposes, and you just arrange these in a box and it'll make a furnace. So it takes 8 stone to make 1 furnace, and you just set it in your hotbar, then take it and right click to set it down, and then do that. And we don't have any coal to burn, but you could also burn wooden planks, and we'll make charcoal by burning wood, like the regular wood. If it's still in its log form, you can make it into charcoal, which is the exact same thing as coal, only with a different name, and they don't stack the same. As you notice, these things all stack together. They won't stack with different items, like I can't stack the wood with the cobblestone, obviously, and I can't stack planks with the wood. And it's the same way with charcoal and coal. They're two different things. They won't stack together, even though they have the exact same properties. And now we could use this charcoal and some sticks to make 4 torches. And we could place these torches on the wall using the right click, not left click. And we can take these down and they still come back to us, and we still have 4, so you don't have to worry about accidentally placing them other places. You can just take them down. Some items won't let you do that. They'll be broken up, like boats. They break up into their parts, minus a couple, and you have to rebuild them. We'll check out the time here. And the sun moves about the day. Try to find the sun. I know I saw it just half a second ago. There it is. It seems to be going down, so it's about the end of the day. So we need to hurry up and grab what we need. Oh, here's a sapling. And what you can do with saplings is you can replant them, and that'll grow up into a big tree, and it makes a continuous cycle. And you can collect these by just doing this. See, we found one. Some people say to leave them up, some people say to destroy the trees to make saplings. It doesn't make a difference, really. Some people say you have a higher chance of getting it if you punch it. Some people say you have a higher chance of getting it if you don't. So it can go either way with that. And I'm looking at my time now on how much recording I have. We're at 12 and a half, so I have until 15, so I'm going to keep it going until night. You probably won't see the whole night through, though. It's about night. I'm going to go ahead and turn these all back into planks and make a door, which is just 3 up, 3 down, 6 all together on the far left side. I'm not sure if it works on the far right too. Sometimes it doesn't matter placement. Yeah, it doesn't matter placement on this one. As long as it's 6 up and down, 3 up, 2 across. And just put that in the hotbar, come out here. You can place it from inside, but the thing is it looks funny when you walk in. It's personal preference. And then you can just knock it down using left click. It'll stay in its form. It's still a door. And place it from the outside. It used to be that skeletons could shoot through the door, but they can't anymore, no matter how you place it. Before, they couldn't shoot through it if it was like this, and they could if it was the opposite way. See, a lot of people have it as habit just to place it on the outside every time, because they like the way it looks, and they're used to it that way. Now, the next thing we're going to make is a sword, and that's just 2 up on top of a stick. And you can make this out of wood or stone. It's better to make it out of stone because it has better qualities. And what we can use this apple for later is we can fill our hunger bar, which is the little drumsticks along the side, and when those go down we can fill it up and we will consistently heal. And if that goes all the way down, if you're on a difficulty higher than normal, it'll hurt you, or I think on normal it will hurt you also. It'll always hurt you unless you're on peaceful, but on normal it won't kill you. It'll just get you down to half a health bar, which is the hearts, and each heart is equal to 2, kind of, like they'll split in half.